Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Classics with Courtney. And today I want to talk about one of my favorite Esther Williams movies, Thrill of a Romance, released in 1945, directed by Richard Thorpe, and co-starring the good-looking Van Johnson. Cynthia Glenn, who is teaching her class how to swim, catches the eye of a businessman, Bob Delbar, played by Carlton G. Young.
What's the matter, Julio? Don't you want to dive?
No, señorita. I do not like to do it. But for you, I do it. I am sorry, señorita. I want to be good like you, but I am bad like me.
You'll be a good diver someday. Off the high board, too.
I do not think so.
Won't you try to learn? Make me very happy.
Then I will try.
It's not very hard if you practice. I'll show you. Now you watch me.
Do you mind if I watch too?
Not at all.
I'd like to see you do a swan dive.
All right. There, Julio. See how easy it is if you practice?
Thank you. Now what are you going to do?
Go home. Class dismissed.
Goodbye, señorita.
Goodbye.
What's in this box? Oh, your flowers.
My flowers?
Didn't I tell you about them when you first came in?
No.
Oh, dear me, I must be getting fuzzy in the head. They came a little while ago. Who are they from?
Well, I don't know.
What doesn't it say on the card?
No, all it says is thanks for the swan dive.
Cynthia, you've got a beau. Who is he? Tell me.
Well, I don't know who he is or anything about him. Except that he was rather attractive and important looking.
Do we take Fortune magazine?
Fortune magazine? I don't think so.
This copy just came by special messenger. Oh, it's for you, Cynthia.
For me, I don't subscribe to it.
The rapid growth of the Delbar Corporation, which manufactures products made of the new plastic material Practicon, is due chiefly to the shrewdness and super salesmanship of its young president, Bob Delbar.
That's Spring Byington and Henry Travers as Cynthia's aunt and uncle. Both are absolutely a darling in this movie, and both actually make a really good on-screen couple. After much pursuing, Bob and Cynthia get married.
Come on, Papoose.
I bet I'm well about it.
Come on, Papoose. Come on.
Yes?
Tonight you take her to the Ice Follies. I have 4 tickets for you.
Why for?
It'll help if you sell yourself to a family.
Oh, yes.
Hobie,
Huh?
when we get home, remind me to defrost the icebox.
I know all about you, too. You were born here in Los Angeles. Your father was a doctor. Your parents died when you were 7. You attended high school and the university. You got fairly good marks. You were popular.
How do you know so much about him?
I made it my business to find out. And everything I found out about you, Cynthia, I like.
Thank you. What were you and Mr. Bancroft saying about me?
He asked me who you were. And I told him, you're the girl I'm going to marry.
Cynthia, Julio's here.
Oh, where?
Out there.
Where are you going, dear?
To see somebody.
Well, we ought to get started if we're going to get to the hotel before dark.
Oh, but this is an old friend, a gentleman friend.
Oh, who is he?
Now, Bob, you don't need to be jealous of him. He's one of the boys in my swimming class.
But, Cynthia, you haven't timed.
I have. Hello, Julio.
Hello, señorita Glenn.
I'm Mrs. Delbar now, Julio.
Yes, señorita Glenn. I have brought to you a present.
Thank you. Where is it?
It is not very nice. I could not buy anything very nice. Or anything. Come with me, please. I will show you.
Picture Fiddler.
For you, senorita, that is my present.
Oh,
Cynthia, you'll ruin your dress.
I won't need it again.
Cynthia and Bob arrive at the hotel, ready to start their honeymoon, when Bob gets a phone call that takes him to Washington.
It's funny.
What?
Our being married.
You're not sorry already?
Oh, no, darling. When I said I do, I meant it. But after all, Bob, we really don't know each other so very well.
Well, we should. We've had time to study each other.
Yes, a whole month. And what a month. You know, being courted by you is like being swept over Niagara Falls in a canoe. Telephone call for you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me, dear. Hello? Oh, hello, J.P. It's Bancroft. You have? Well, that's fine. I see. I see. I see. I see. Hold the wire, please. It's about that big deal. He wants me to fly to Washington tonight. They've got a place for me on a plane. One place. I hate to go, darling, but... Wait a minute. Hello, J.P. Can you get him to postpone that meeting a few days? Well, for me to leave right now would be awfully inconvenient. I'm on my honeymoon. He says the appointment won't wait. I guess I'll have to go.
All right, Bob.
Cynthia, left alone and depressed, meets Major Thomas Melvane, played by Van Johnson.
Excuse me. Is there anything I can do?
Oh, no. No, thanks. I'm sorry if I bothered you. I'll go inside.
Oh, but not to cry, please.
You won't hear me.
What's the matter? Bad news?
No.
Trouble?
No.
Love?
Does it matter?
No, but I'd like to know.
Well, my husband's gone away.
Left you? For good?
Oh, no. He had business in Washington.
Oh, that doesn't sound so very bad.
No,
Oh, he left you alone before, hasn't he?
never for a moment.
Well, how long have you been married?
Not long.
How long?
You're very curious.
Yes, I'd like to know. How long?
Since noon today.
What?
High noon.
And he went away and left you?
Now that's an appropriate response. Van Johnson is my favorite co-star that ever worked with Esther Williams. They are both so cute together. Their chemistry is off the charts. They're good looking. It's just, they're like the all-American boy and girl next door almost. I really love the pairing between the two, and they're my second favorite right after Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney. They're just beautiful. The next day, Cynthia goes to the swimming pool where she meets back up with Thomas and both spend more time together.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I must be doing something wrong.
Oh, you really can't, Tim, can't you?
No. But can you pat your head and rub your stomach? At the same time. There, you see, you needn't be so snooty just because you can swim. Any fish can do that.
I wasn't being snooty. Look, I could teach you to swim in no time at all.
Oh, take all the time you want. I'll be here a couple of weeks.
What did you think about on the raft?
Iced coffee and huckleberry pie, and the girl I hope to marry.
Tell me about her.
I can't.
Why not? Who is she?
I don't know. I haven't met her yet. I've just thought about her. But you know what bothered me most when I was out there bobbing around on the waves?
What?
It was the thought that I might never meet her. You see, it got to be night and there were no stars, and it began to look as if she were going to be a widow before she ever was a wife. Oh, I got to feeling pretty sorry for myself.
Did you pray?
Oh, yes, I prayed and I paddled and I paddled and I prayed, and then I looked up and there was George. So I knew I'd be all right.
George, who's George?
My star. We all have stars. Didn't you know that?
No.
You didn't? Why, my mother told me about it when I was that high. Maybe when I was that high. She said we each have our own star that watches over us, and we can call on it for help when we really need help. Well, she showed me my star, and I named it George. Oh, I haven't asked him for help very much, but that night I did. There he was.
You don't really believe that, do you?
Well, all I know is, here I am. Growing wild. They're a garden flower back home.
Where's back home?
Elmira, Nebraska.
What did you do in Elmira, Nebraska?
I ran the express. Oh, it wasn't this kind of an express.
Toot toot. Oh, a newspaper.
Yep. The biggest and only newspaper in Elmira, Nebraska. Published every Friday, some Fridays.
Are you going back there?
Oh, I hope so. Someday.
Don't you want a bigger paper and a bigger city?
Oh, no.
You'd make more money.
I'd have less fun.
You know, I know you'd like my Uncle Hobie. You two would get along very well together.
What does he do?
He collects headlines. He does, really.
Funny ones? Maybe I'll send him some of mine. Here's one I remember about a cattle stampede. Colonel unhorsed by a cow. Think he'd like being unhorsed by a cow?
He'd love it. Thank you. Watch me, it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy to watch you.
First of all, you mustn't be afraid of the water. Put your hands over your head when you start to dive. And then give yourself a little lift just before you go into the water, and then fall. There you see? Now when you swim, lift your elbows high. Your hand goes in the water first. First before your elbow.
When the winds are breathing low and the stars are shining bright, I arise from dreams of thee, and a spirit in my feet hath led me, who knows how, to thy chamber window sweet. Well, you know that one?
Shelley.
Right, you're wonderful.
Thank you. Got any more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's one. The moon belongs in the sky, the water in the sea. But to be honest, I don't greatly care if they are where they ought to be, if you're with me.
I don't know that one. Who wrote it?
Milvain.
Who?
T. Milvain.
You?
Me.
When?
Just now. What time does Bob get in tomorrow?
He said he'd be here in time for dinner.
Cynthia, I want to thank you for a very pleasant week. I wasn't having much fun here, then you arrived, and you were very friendly.
You were a big help to me, too, Tommy. I'd have been quite lonely. I had picked you up in the pool.
Oh, but I picked you up.
Well, we picked each other up.
Cynthia gets a telegram that Bob won't return for another week, and Tommy gets ready to set out the next morning.
Tommy, what kind of a telegram would you send your bride?
Not any kind. Not on our honeymoon. Oh, I'm sorry. I know he had to go.
Anyhow, let's all have a small but powerful drink. Oh, not for me, thank you. I was just going up to my room. Good night, Maud. Good night, Tommy.
But Cynthia,
I'll see you in the morning.
I'm leaving very early.
I'll be up very early. Good night.
All right. Cynthia. Cynthia, you come out or I'll come in.
say goodbye in the morning.
May I come over there?
No, you know the rule. No hair chopping.
Oh, Cynthia, you know
now,
you...
you stay right there and not so loud, please.
Well, can you hear me way over there?
Perfectly. Well?
Well, I'm not going away tomorrow. I've decided to stay another week, maybe longer. In fact, just as long as I can. Well, say you're glad or sorry or something.
I'm glad or sorry or something. You know Bob won't be here, don't you?
I heard so. No, not from you. Why didn't you tell me?
I knew you'd stay.
You don't want me to?
Yes, Tommy, I want you to stay.
Well,
on your side of the hedge.
Always?
Always. So you see, you might just as well leave as soon as you can.
I don't quite see it that way.
Tommy, no matter how long my husband's away, I'm not going to let you make love to me.
Oh, Cynthia, I love you too much to want you for just a little while.
Has Major Milvain been down to breakfast yet?
No, Mrs. Delbar, I haven't seen him today.
Will you ring Major Milvain's room, please? Checked out? Last night. Thank you.
Tommy returns and goes to find Cynthia, and both take a walk on the trail.
Tommy! Well, hello.
I had to come back. Please let me stay. On your terms. No hedge hopping, no anything. We won't talk about us. In fact, if you just let me see you and be near you and walk with you, I won't talk at all.
You could say a word or two. What a darling little brook.
Shh. It thinks it's a waterfall.
Maybe we discovered it.
Yeah, maybe. Look, somebody's been here before. A loves E. That's the history of the world. Adam loves Eve. Albert loves Emily.
Alice loves Eddie.
Yes, that happens too. This was done years ago. I wonder where they are now. Did they marry and live happily ever after? Do they still love each other? Or did they part? You love me.
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't know.
You know I love you.
Tommy, what am I going to do?
Tell Bob about us.
No, I can't.
Then I will.
No, you mustn't.
Why not?
Because I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure about anything.
I'm sure you're the girl I've always thought about and waited for. We came past this tree. Now we go to the left.
No, to the right.
Left.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't go another step.
Well, we just camp here till morning.
I guess we'll have to. Oh, no, you take it.
No, you take it. What time do you want to be called?
Daybreak.
Daybreak.
Good night, Tommy.
Good night.
Bob comes back to the hotel, hoping to find Cynthia, and gets a surprise he didn't expect.
Bob!
Good morning.
Oh, Bob, I didn't know you were back.
Evidently.
This is Major Milvain.
How do you do?
How do you do?
We got lost.
In the woods.
It got dark and we got lost.
Good and lost. We walked and walked and...
All night?
No, not all night. Oh, we did stop to rest. We had to. I'm very sorry this had to happen, but we couldn't help it. Now, look here, Delbar. I don't care how it looks to you or to anybody else. This was an accident, and that's all it was. And you've no right to think it was anything more than that. That's the truth, and if you have any sense, you'll believe me. And you'll believe your wife. I assure you.
There's no need to assure me anything about my wife. Come, Cynthia.
Goodbye, Major Milvain.
Goodbye, Miss Delbar.
Bob, I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you.
So am I. Cynthia, that Major Milvain, isn't he the fellow that had all those things happen to him in the South Pacific?
Yes.
He got lost in the jungle, didn't he?
Yes.
And found his way out of the jungle?
Yes. Took him a month.
Quite an experience. Did he tell you much about it?
No, not much. Tommy doesn't talk much about himself.
He fell in love with you, didn't he? Well, didn't he?
Bob, please don't cross-examine me like this. You'll have to trust me.
You don't really expect me to believe that you and that fellow...
Yes, I do.
You think I'm a fool?
No, I don't. But I am beginning to think you're a stuffed shirt.
I could call you names.
You'd better not.
I'm glad I found out in time just how little our marriage meant to you.
Hey, you got some nerve. You're the one that left her for a business deal. So you have no right to tell her how little her marriage meant to her when you ditched her for business.
Bob, our marriage did mean something to me. It meant a lot. I wanted to make a go of it. I tried to.
Yes, by falling in love with another man. Why don't you tell me the truth? That is the truth, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. I'll tell you and I'll tell myself. I am in love with Tommy.
I'm going to get an annulment just as soon as I can. You'll be given an adequate settlement.
No. I don't want any settlement.
You don't?
No. But I'll take that annulment, thank you. Bob. Don't forget your briefcase.
Tommy leaves and Cynthia goes back home. Meanwhile, Niles Knudsen, played by Lauritz Melchior, has an idea up his sleeve.
Please don't say no, say maybe. Oh, say come back in the spring, say any old thing, but don't say no. Please don't say no, 'cause baby, I've so much love to impart, it's making my heart overflow.
There's a man out there singing.
Poor fellow, he may be crazy.
No, it's Tommy.
You didn't tell us he could sing, too.
Right now I'll settle for less, because in time, baby,
He has an accent.
What does it matter if they love each other? How do you suppose he does that? Sings and kisses at the same time.
No idea.
Come on, baby. Don't say no and don't say maybe. Take up your line and say yes.
And that was Thrill of a Romance. And I adore this movie. The cast is absolutely grand. The music is lovely, especially if you're into opera, which I could take or leave. It's an all around beautiful movie. It's romantic, it's charming, it's got humor. It's a feel good movie. I honestly would rank it as a comfort movie, honestly. Not to mention, the costumes are absolutely stunning. The cinematography and lighting is beautiful. And you also have Tommy Dorsey and his orchestra in the movie, too. And he's a lot of fun to watch. Funny story, I had my dad watch this with me quite a few years ago. And if if I can remember the story correctly, I believe he said something to the effect of, but she's married. Why is she hanging out with this dude? And it's not like he didn't like the movie. It was just something that he said. And I looked at him and said, but she's on her honeymoon. And he left her while they were on their honeymoon. So it's kind of like, why is she the one to blame when he's the one that ditched her? It was played in fun, though, but I just thought that was interesting, and I wanted to bring that up. Esther wrote in her autobiography, Million Dollar Mermaid, that the director was not a very nice guy. Specifically, there was just a lot of problems dealing with him being cranky and needing a whole pot of coffee to get through the day. And he really didn't like you if you were cheery, which she was a cheery person, I guess. And I can relate to that because I'm a very happy person for the majority of the time. So I can really relate to the happy-go-lucky against someone who's cranky and needs a pot of coffee. He did say, though, that during at least the early parts of the shooting, he bullied her. That, you know, anytime anything little went wrong, it was always her fault. And then one particular day, they were doing a scene dealing with her and Van Johnson at a table, having a bit of dialogue, and she said her lines, but she recognized that she actually didn't say her full lines. So when the director, Richard Thorpe, yelled cut, she's like, well, wait a minute, I didn't say my whole lines. We need to finish this. And he, quote unquote, said, okay, guys, never mind. You need to come back because the lady wants to act. Well, she said, of all the bullying, this is what did it. And she left the set and just cried her eyes out. And it was the last time that he would bully her in that way. Did he still treat her not very well? Absolutely. And we know about that from what we would know from On an Island with You, which I will be tackling here in a little bit. However, unlike the bad directing or just whatever he did to her, the movie is still charming and it is well made. It's just interesting to know what Esther went through behind the scenes and what the finished product actually is. She's a tough woman and I really admire her, both as an actress, an athlete, and a person. And that wraps up my review of Thrill of a Romance. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen this movie and what are your thoughts on it, as well as Esther Williams. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Have a great and wonderful day.